When Call of Duty Black Ops 3 launched back in 2015, no one really knew what to expect from its first Zombies map. And then we got Shadows of Evil, a map that was totally different from anything Treyarch had ever done before. It's dark, it's stylish, and it's complicated, and honestly, it might just be one of the best Zombies maps ever made, and for sure my favorite of all time. So let's get into why Shadows of Evil is so damn good. First, we have to talk about the vibe and the map itself. Shadows of Evil throws you straight into Morgue City. Inspired by the city of Chicago in the 1940s, it's filled with nightmarish neon signs, foggy streets, and jazz music that makes you feel like you're straight into a detective movie. It has that perfect mix of creepy and cool, and it set the tone of what Black Ops 3 Zombies was all about. Cinematic, dark, and just dripping with atmosphere. First, we have to talk about two of the most quintessential parts of the map, rituals and beast mode. Instead of just flipping on the power like any normal map, Shadows makes you go through 4 different rituals, each of them connected to our 4 characters. And when you complete all 4 rituals in the final one in the underworld, you unlock Pack-a-Punch. And personally, I actually like it when a map gives you a small quest, one not too hard, not too challenging, but fun to open up Pack-a-Punch. And then you have Beast Mode, where you literally turn into a tentacle monster to unlock areas and power things up. It was something that we had to get used to at first, but it made exploring and learning the map way more interesting. Now we move on to the crew and their backstories. On the surface, Shadows of Evil has a pretty interesting cast, and rather than a heroic crew, we get a criminal crew. Our first character is Nero. Nero, a magician who looked like he had it all, but was actually drowning in debt from his dead wife. Instead of working it out like a normal person, he fakes insurance claims and straight up murders his lawyer to cover up his own scams. Next, we have Jessica Rose, a nightclub dancer and aspiring actress who got caught up in a blackmail scandal. To keep her career safe, she tricks the guy blackmailing her and kills him. All of this to protect her potential actress career. Next, we have Jackie Vincent. Jackie Vincent is your typical crooked, egotistical cop, taking bribes, working with the mob, and even killing another officer who is about to expose him. He's quite literally the reason people say, don't trust cops in movies like this. And last but not least, we have Floyd Campbell, a boxer who cheated his way to the top. I mean, come on. Dude wore brass knuckles in the ring and killed another fighter just to keep his reputation intact. Pretty cold-blooded. The whole crew is shady and filled with wrongdoings, which again draws from Mob of the Dead, where we get the mob characters escaping the prison. They're terrible people being punished for terrible sins while trying to survive in this hellish city. But despite the pretty cool backstories, I wouldn't say the characters themselves are that interesting. None of them really experience much development throughout the map. A few of them, like Floyd Campbell and Jackie Vincent, have very repetitive and over-the-top and annoying lines at times, and we really don't see much depth from any of them, which is why I think in the character department, that's where Shadows of Evil falls the shortest. But even with a squad of fairly weak characters, we are absolutely saved by the Shadow Man. The Shadow Man is this mysterious and smooth-talking figure who acts like he's helping you at the start of the game. He promises to free all the characters once they have repented for their sins, guiding them through Morgue City, telling them to complete rituals and fulfill their destiny. But here's the twist, it's all manipulation. The whole time throughout the map, he manipulates each character into doing exactly what he wants. By feeding him and doing all the rituals, you're actually powering him up until the big twist, obviously, when Richtof and our boy grabs the summoning key. But Shadows of Evil gave us some of the most iconic guns, perks, and boss zombies we've ever seen and made the gameplay feel absolutely impeccable. Shadows introduced a new wonder weapon, a buildable one. A weapon so broken that it's pretty much impossible to die when you have ammo in it. And that, of course, is the beloved Apothecon Servant, or the best wonder weapon of all time. It's a tentacle beast that shoots a black hole and immediately stops any zombie from attacking you and kills anything that's in its path. We are also introduced to arguably the best perk of all time in Widow's Wine, probably right behind Jug, where any zombie who hits you is immediately enveloped in spider webs and can't move, and it also gives you increased knife damage, which is a little bit of use, but not too much. And of course we have little Arnie's, the monkey bombs of this map. Really cool stuff, just eats up all the zombies, a big Squidward tentacle guy. And then there's the iconic Margwa, a giant 3-headed monster that chases you around the entire map like it owns the joint, forcing you to evade stomp attacks and shoot each mouth one by one. It adds another level of stress and forces the player to kind of adapt to a new playstyle. Also, you have the parasites. They're whatever, they fly around, they shoot goo at you, you get covered in it.
What?
And the meatballs, big spaghetti meatballs that come down and explode when they get near you. Those are a pain in the ass. Overall, I think we got the Margwas, which are absolutely awesome. I think the meatballs are great as well, and I think all 3 of these add some stress to the map, and never allow you to really relax, which I think adds another layer of fun. And last but not least, now we have to talk about the Easter egg. To begin the Easter egg, you start by doing all 4 rituals tied to each character. When all 4 are done, you unlock Pack-a-Punch down in the rift. Then you have to find each 3 symbols to get your eggs to build the sword, which you fill up at the Cthulhu statues. I can't say that word. Once you have filled up each egg at each statue, you take it back to the room, put it in the case, and grab your sword. Next, you have to upgrade your sword, which is the Arc Ovum step. Honestly, such a fun step in my opinion. It involves talking to the ghost of your respective character's ritual stand, and then interacting at the circles in the map. And once you interact, you end up fighting 7 Margwas in total. And honestly, I think it's a perfect mix of fun and stressfulness, because really, once you get your groove, Margwas aren't too hard, but they can still add a ton of stress for the player. Once all that is done, you go back to your ritual stand and you receive your upgraded sword. Next, we have the flag step, the absolutely dreaded but fun flag step. The step on this map that is by far the hardest, the one that gives me by far the most grief, the step that I have failed so many times in my life I can't even count. This step involves grabbing the flag that spawns in the Pack-a-Punch room. Then you'll see 2 purple lightning spots in each district where you must place the flag down and defend. You'll have meatballs, parasites, and the Shadow Man all trying to break your flag. You must kill the meatballs and parasites and shoot the Shadow Man away. And if your flag takes too much damage, it will break. You fail the step and you have to restart. You have to do this 8 times in total, and boy oh boy, the footlight one is so fucking hard for me. But this is where one of the best pieces of content comes into play. The Civil Protector. By grabbing 3 fuses that spawn around the map, you can spawn in literally a fucking G.I. Joe robot. You can buy him for the flag step and he will help you out so much. He's even more of a help than your shitty teammates that don't know how to play zombies. Once the flags are done, you return the flag to the keeper over each ritual stand. After that, you go back into the Pack-a-Punch room, interact with each altar, and watch as you trap the Shadow Man for good. It's a simple but fun boss fight where you shoot him down until he gets down to the final ritual stand and you eat the Shadow Man. And once you interact with that, the Easter egg is done and you've completed it. Sort of. Because technically there's a big super Easter egg ending that ties into this giant cutscene with Richtofen and the Origins crew, but that sadly requires 4 players, and you gotta have friends to do that. No, I'm kidding. Shadows of Evil isn't just another Zombies map, it's an experience. From the insane backstories to the cinematic vibes and crazy new features, this map set the bar so high for the entire Black Ops 3 season. And believe it or not, this map was not well received on launch, and even in my opinion when I played first, I didn't like it too much because I was a mega casual. But as I've gotten a tiny bit better, I'm still a casual. I think this map is the perfect mix of hard and casual play that all players can enjoy. But what do you think? Because that's just my opinion. Is Shadows of Evil the best Zombies map of all time, or do you put something else on the top? Drop your thoughts below, hit that like button if you enjoyed this, and subscribe if you want more Zombies content just like this. Thank you for watching.